Blues' League One season kicks off today. I'm very excited to see how we get on. We're up against Reading at home. It's going to be an interesting game. So let's start off with the opposition. But before we look at Reading, make sure to like and subscribe. All the Blues fans, let's try and get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. It should be an exciting season. I'm going to be covering every Blues League game. Whether I can get predictions in there as well for cup games, I'll see if I've got time, but definitely going to make sure I get a prediction out for each league game, a bit of a detailed analysis on our opposition, and hopefully we can go on and win this league. So let's get into Reading's side. Now, taking a look, as the transfer window is still open, looking at their transfers, not much going on. I mean, they haven't actually made a signing. It was a player they already had. He came back to them on loan, a goalkeeper, so they haven't made any summer signings yet. So they've got the same squad they had last season. They finished 17th last season in League One. Lewis Wing was their player of the season, a name that will be familiar in the Championship as he was with Middlesbrough. 11 goals and 11 assists last year, so very, very good season for him. Understandably player of the season, and I believe I saw that he had 5 goal of the season nominees. Now, he does strike me as a player that can score outrageous goals from outside the box. He's done it against us, I'm pretty sure, for Middlesbrough, so he will be one to keep an eye out on. But all in all, Reading's squad, well, it was 17th in League One, so it shouldn't be contending with what we've got. There will be a few players to look out for, Lewis Wing being one, Femi Aziz being another. They've got Sam Smith up front. I didn't know he liked football, but be interesting to see if they manage to do much this game. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So that's Reading. Let's move on to Blues. So we all know about Blues' transfers that we've done so far, and we have added 2 players since I did my last transfer video. So I've covered the transfers of the top 8 players on this list. However, we've since signed Luke Harris on loan from Fulham. Hopefully his mate Jay Stansfield is coming with him, but that is a very good signing. He was playing at this level last season. He had a very, very good season as well. So he'll be one that can definitely make an impact. Only 19 years old. And, I mean, obviously Williamson is the big attacking mid signing, but Luke Harris, I'm sure, will complement him well. Can be versatile, switch with him. Maybe can go out wide or in the centre mid positions, as we are a bit light there. We've got Mark Leonard, we've got Paik and Jordan James, but it looks like Jordan James might be on the way out, so only 2 centre mids probably, might need bulking up, but we've got versatility. The other player we signed today, actually, Ayumu Yokoyama, came from the J League, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. Predominantly played out on the left wing for the Japanese outfit Seigan Tosu, and 21 years old, so a young prospect. It doesn't have a price on there yet, but looking forward to seeing him. It does say centre forward here, so maybe he'll be the option for Alfie May, but I'm guessing he can play an array of attacking positions, which is always good if you can have a player that can do many different roles. I'm really looking forward to this game. Looking at our transfers, 14 million euros spent so far, which, if I'm correct, I think that's still more than 22 of the Championship sides. Maybe not as many now, but it was at one point. So it's going to be an interesting game. For me, our League One squad looks better than our Championship squad did. I think we've kept all the best players. The only really arguable one that's going is Bakuna. He did have a good season last year, but again, he did look at some points like he just couldn't be bothered, and that's probably why Chris Davis has took him out of the camp and he's going to be sold to the Saudi League. So we look a lot stronger this season than we do. Stansfield will be the cherry on top. It's a home sellout. I believe we had 6 of those last season and we won every single one. We may have had a couple more, but I think it was 6 and we won all of them. I think we're going to be defensively solid. I think St Andrews will be a fortress. We were relegated on 50 points, let's not forget, so that is a high tide. And I think with this squad in the Championship, I don't think we'd be near the relegation zone, so we really should do well. The other thing to point out is Harley Dean. It's the return of him. It's the Harley Dean derby, I guess you can call it now. I know Reading like to try and create a rivalry whenever I see them on social media with Blues. Obviously we've got plenty of rivals, not really of interest to us, but it would be nice to get off to a winning start. Which brings me on to the head-to-head. So if we take a look, I've jotted down the last 6 meetings between us and Reading. The last time we met was in the 22-23 season. We picked up 4 points against them and we won the home game 3-2. The season before we lost both, and in 2021 we won both. So our last 6 games, well, our last 3 games at St Andrews, it's been 2 wins and a loss. Our last 6 at St Andrews, 3 wins and 3 losses. So never seems to be a draw against Reading at home. I've got a feeling, just with how we've gelled so well in pre-season, I mean, we lost our first game to Paderborn, but we were playing a lot of our kids. Since then, we've won every game. We beat Rangers 2-1. Our last fixture was against West Brom and we beat them 4-1, and they had a full strength squad out. So I just don't really, and it would be typical Blues to go and lose this game, but I believe we're going to get all 3 points here and off to a winning start. So I'm going to go Blues to win and keep that clean sheet at home, 2-0. That's my prediction for this game. Make sure to get your predictions down in the comments. Are you excited for the season? This is the most excited I've been for a season for a long time. We're actually expected to win some games with a favourite, so it could be a very exciting start to this journey. Make sure to like and subscribe, and up the Blues.